leave off where I meant to stop, though. I mapped each situation on Train Simulator or trains. I created my own layout in the simulator, even though it doesn't give an actual layout feed. It gave me what the traffic level would be and if that could handle it. So far, most of the track work, actually pretty much all, the set clearance points, have pretty much run as expected, as the instructions and all that kind of stuff. All the paperwork, though most of the track work has handled what I put at it. From staging, another thing, I have heard stories of people having to restage the whole layout, turning the trains around and everything. I didn't want to do that. I wanted it. The staging yard is off of a loop, and you back the trains in and you pull out for this staging yard. From there, we come out of the staging branch and around a mainline loop. I do have a loop. One families and members of a big looper, and it's fun. Show off the layout and let a train run. To get more stations, for my passenger trains, I did build a passenger platform inside of a tunnel. Also, I did a mixed freight for the third freight train. What happens is the passenger train is always back there with two cars. Though the two freight cars are only dropped off when the third freight train comes out. But during the time of the two freight trains, there's always a passenger train. Because of that, sorry for the shadiness, though because of that, it also took less space, and I could do a passenger train and less staging tracks. Then we came around. It's double track through this part. Do kind of a running meet and different places. To keep trains. It's actually at my modeling time period. This line was 4 tracks. And there's a lot of tracks here. Then it came out of here into the tunnel. This is a stub-ended yard. It handles pretty much all of my two car freight trains that run on the road jobs because of limited space. Locals are 3-car trains. When they come in here, there's a restriction, only allow 3 cars into the yard. Though I do have a rip track and a engine house. Then we continue on the main line. This is where we mostly do our passenger meet and freight. And then the engine terminal off of one track. I pretty much can handle anything needs a little stop, water, coal. And then the signals, because you have to double a block, I wanted to put signaling system on this part of the railroad because my prototype here does do signaling. It's ABS and block signaling. And pretty much, if you're going to make a train double a couple times, you really need a signal system. You really don't want I really tried to have done a track warrant, though it gets a little bit complicated, and timetable train orders really doesn't mix. It was time schedule. I've never really you have to double show more time than you actually, and it can get confusing. Though it's your own opinion. Though then once there, it goes back to single track and it goes around the loop and back into double track for the passing siding for trains to meet and make the other